I hear it be the 18th part of the Cleric Sea. Beneath the Hexen, get your mechs in, because we're getting hectronical. Alright. To that gibbet that I so like, and the effluvium, of course. Yeah. I'll tell you, I never even thought I would have gotten this far in the game before, so... Just one big reason I'm doing all this is, what do I get out of it? New experiences, dude. Especially if it encouraged me to do stuff I wouldn't do otherwise, which I guess has kind of happened with Hexen, because I wasn't really thinking about it. And it's just like, you know, for me, it's not so bad. It's like, some might view it intolerable or just really, really good, but for me, it just feels right. It just feels right, you know, man? I mean, I think the only unfair part is when how easily I can fall to my death with the death traps. That's only been the unfair parts. That's about it. But some say I'm being too kind. Some say there's too many bats in the belfry in my spare time. Some say I'm a little bit cuckoo puffs. Some say I'm made of a chocolate cereal box. Some say that I'm actually secretly living in the skies. I'm not. Back when the game was the game. I know. Back when the game was the game. It was just you and the screen with pixels on it. Back when the game was the game. I understand the frustration. I watch Get Off My Lawn, which is just, well, obviously, so you could say it's my man ranting, but about video games, yes. But I mean, like, he goes into more depth about these philosophical topics regarding it as a whole, as well as also, obviously, but, you know, those kind of essays, those video essays, a bit more meaningful than saying, why this sucks, or why this rules. Although he does do things where he reviews something as in a way he says, that's polite. He doesn't say, like, why this is the best, get it now. It's like, okay, points arrowed ahead. Oh man! I think it's to say that we like to do what's best and not what's popular. Not to say that... When it comes to D&D, they don't just take all player input and say, yes, we'll make all the players happy. No, they want to make something that actually works. No matter who you are. Whether you even like it or not. Like, how do you do a service in which you judge something to be good without your own ego getting in the way? That's a really good question. Because I've thought about it. Otherwise I wouldn't be asking about it. Between me and the centaur, welcome to the 40 sleeves. I got lots of shirts on. All those shirts that I skirt. Yes, I use skirt as the verb word on purpose. The verb word is the verb. The verb is the verb. Yeah, the verb is the verb. Of course. There we go. Now we have a way across without having to do these silly jumps that I know I'm telling myself to do anyway, because it's cool. You should know that it's the only safe place to be. Imagine putting the skull back on the statue without pushing the switch first and see how that goes. Of course, if you're able to carry over a Rings of Wrath from the previous update, which I doubt, then yeah, then it's over. But I'm pretty sure they don't allow you to do that just for that reason, or get squished by my hands. Getting squished by my hands, it's the very best plan. What you say, it's the next day of Gaming Wolf Plays. Welcome to day 5,608. How are we doing today? I'd almost say it's a good guess of the number of days I existed. Without actually doing math in my head, that is. I should have done just that. In fact, want me to do it now? Even accounting for, like... Yeah. It would have to be... Ooh. It would have to be a 2-digit multiplication affair. Why don't I just get a calculator out and tell you right then and there, if my guess was right, then may I be blessed by 1,000 more subscribers. Yeah. 1,000 more subscribers for my holy man to dissect the sinful habits. Alright. So we have 365.25. Put my age in. Not tell me. Oh no. I'm way off. I'm so off, I'm not even in the same ballpark, so disregard that last number. Although, hilariously, I think it's closer to half. So... I've been here for a very long time. I'm hoping I can do video game videos for 75 more years. It's more likely it's going to be 50. But 75, I'd say, yeah, I did it. I did it all on my time. The time of the ancients. They're wandering around and seeing the places. We let these people wander around and we don't know what we're doing. Oh man, yes, the gibbet, the gibbets. We don't even get level numbers in this game. How sad. So sad, but you're very, very glad. Oh no, see you later, goodbye. This dimension cuts like a knife, you know that? Oh yeah, wait for someone to do an LP of Total Distortion. Oh my god, yeah, that's not happening on this planet. Holy shit. Some Windows 95 nonsense. Even though it's kind of interesting. If playable. Who can know for the shores? How's Claire gonna get out of this one? Not like that. I know it can be done, where I just quickly jump the moment I press the button. Yes! Haha! You need the Fungin' and the Dungeon key. I'm looking for it already. I know it's in the Effuvium. Shut up. Effuvius unum. From out of many stenches, one big stink was formed. We call it the Skunk United States of Skunk America. Actually, this country is one big sewage plant. You just don't know it yet. Dun, 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 dun. What else can we talk about? Yeah, why are we calling these flechettes, for starters? See, I get that's probably the name of the actual vessel of which you put liquid, but it's really the liquid that's being used as the weapon part. You see? You see? Where's it all coming from, Nowhere. In the middle of nowhere? Straight out of nowhere, yeah. Smack you in the head. Throw it in your face. Make it all at once. It'd be nice if I had a piercing weapon of some sort, and I don't. That's Mage's. One of Mage's many good things is being able to pierce. Which is cool as fuck. Whoa! Look out, man. More heads than you can shake a stick at. Or at least this stick at. Ha ha ha. 2 for 1 special. Silence! This is a library, not a peasant crossing. Silence, peasants! I am the great holy man! Ah! Now, if you excuse me, I have some books I wish to return, despite the fact that I do not have a library card. How many games have it where, like, a puzzle has to do with a bookcase? I've done a handful at least. But it's like, push the book. Secret passage. This one's more like place the book in secret passage. which I guess is more interesting. I think it's even more interesting that placing the book changes the texture of the bookcase. That's a little attention to detail, my friend. Guess I would have noticed that with the gems, it looks more astonishing with the books, I know. Yeah. Also, who makes books in an order? I guess the whole point of the order is just to be like, yeah, no Dewey Decimal System. This is the Corax Decimal System. I mean, the Corax, just wherever the fuck I want these books system. Haha! He's a very disorganized villain, as evidenced by the whole design of this game. To say nothing of Hexen 2. Oh, I cannot sing the praises of Hexen 2 enough. What I find interesting is that though Hexen 2 is in the Quake 1 engine, it's not a DOS game. Even though you can run it on DOS, it's actually source port that makes it run on DOS. How weird is that? Reverse porting the source. Whoa! But I'll make it happen. Source port or no. I feel like Quake is the reason why source ports need to exist. Just because Quake is the reason behind a lot of things in video game, actually. A lot of things in video games can be traced back to Quake, no lie. Or Unreal, which was definitely inspired by Quake. So really, it's just all Quake. It's all Quake, always has been. Quake being Doom. You know, it's all like, it all comes together through me. Don't forget the skull, alas. Now we just need Eldrick's skull. We need Hamlet's skull. We need Macbeth's skull. We need Romeo and Juliet's skulls together at the same time. We need King Henry VIII's skull. We need Othello's skull. We need Iago's skull. How many more characters can you name without looking it up? None, because you know what? We as a society have done the right thing and made sure we had to look up our stuff. Not to say we should remember stuff that's correct, but I'm just saying, you know. Okay, let me tell you a little stupid story that actually happened to me. You know, it's very rare, but one time I did get a door-to-door salesman, but I guess it was less about that. It was more like about wait, no, that's right. He was the one getting off topic because he mentioned he was from Yale. I'm like, okay. It's like, I'll just get your number, Mr. Guy from Yale who wants to sell me stuff. And he's like, oh yes, I see what you do. That's the problem with kids these days. They put all their memory in their phones. They don't remember phone numbers off their brain anymore. And then think to yourself, what the fuck, guy? Like, I understand if you don't like smartphones. I get it. They could be run by better means. I like having a little handheld computer device. But your reason against that is that it makes us dumber because we rely on it more for memory? What the fuck do you think books are for? Like, encyclopedias? Is everything we write down make us stupid because we store it somewhere for later in a physical location? Is that really such a bad thing? By the way, now we reserve that memory that you used to use for phone numbers to, like, remembering passwords. Although you don't have to do that either. Don't tell anyone. Actually, do tell someone. Tell a friend. Tell someone you know. Before you get turned into a sliminator. Ah ha ha ha. Righteous. Only the righteous deserve to defeat the unrighteous. The unrighteous killing the other unrighteous would be so unrighteous that a whole unrighteous vortex would open up and swallow the sacred lands. Yes. Ha ha ha. Ah ha ha ha. Ah ha ha ha. Ah. Yes. Greetings, stranger. Are you playing cleric today? I'll buy your cleric at a high price. Good doing business with you, stranger. Thank you. You know, I know this overweight fella. He's from the village. Maybe you know him? He seems to know me. Great. Man, I want to play a game where you're just playing as the Resident Evil 4 merchant. Come on now. There's so many things that can be said. I have so many good things to say about that guy. One of the very few reasons you might catch me wearing purple. I have no problem with purple. I just like wearing green more. Green matches me more. According to no one. It's just a thing. Actually, no. It has to do with the Green Ranger. Entirely. Yep. I hope that's... If you're from my generation, you probably think that's why green's a cool color too. And I'm like, yeah. But then you become white and it's just like, ah, yeah, sure. That's how it works. Look, if only, you know, that key shaped like a mace. What if I just made my mace into a key? Of course. Then I wouldn't have a mace anymore, but who wants the cleric's mace? Like at all. God damn it. Come together, burn him down side to side, give him sideburns. Give him sideburns, make him look like he's hot-blooded from the 70s doing the cop chase, melon stands. What was it with all those scenes about a melon stand anyway? What did a particular person have against melons? I feel like the answer is more like the effect of melons just like going out everywhere in this slightly slow fashion. Like, oh no, a melon mess. Maybe that's the logic behind Gallagher, the comedian. I don't even know what he's doing. Smashing melons. It's like, it'll be funny, maybe. It's like, no. Well, too bad. I smashed the melon. Like, okay. You know what? Yeah, I am gonna look him up. Just to see what the fuck he ended up doing. If he's still around. Maybe he's just been in seclusion. Like Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons has been in serious seclusion. I wish he'd come out. I think he's having, like, anxiety about, like, his self-image. It's really sad, actually. He needs a therapist bad. Unless he's already gone through all that, it's better now, but the last time I heard about him, you know, I would have said, go see a therapist, but, yeah. Yeah! Fight each other for my own benefit. I'm a good pacifist, you fight each other, and you'll like it. Oh yeah, speaking of, you can play All of Dusk without ever fighting someone. Even bosses. Somehow! It's up to you to figure that out, though. Of course, it makes it good for someone to do it multiple Ps, one for doing the pacifist mode, and the other one for doing the intruder mode, which is basically pistol start. Except you start with sickle, so it's a sickle start. You know, it's like, it'd be like that. I don't even know why I keep bothering to try to get that vial when I know I'm just gonna get crushed. It's like, I want a free 10 health. Now you get a free 10 times deaths. Now you'll get nothing. Nothing you are afforded in life matters. You take nothing with you, just like you are given nothing when you are created. You enter this world with nothing, and you will leave this world with nothing. Greed means nothing here. You fool. Of course, that's probably the crux of it. Someone being like, well, maybe if I make enough money, you know, death won't be so bad. But the truth hurts. It hurts so bad. Ay, ay, ay.